Hello guys, welcome back to another video of A&A Driving School. So if some of you have failed your driving test this time and your result could help you understand where you need to learn and practice more, so the next list that I'm going to talk about is the top 10 reasons for failing the driving test, and this can also help you understand the common fault and the skills that you need to avoid them. So first of all, what people do is the first mistake what people make is that not making an effective observation at the junctions. Guys, whenever you are approaching the junctions, you need to make sure you do your effective observation. The second mistake that people do make is that they don't use the mirrors properly. They don't check the mirrors according to the requirement. If you are turning left, they don't check, for example, the left mirror, or they don't check the center mirror. Mirror routine what we use is called MSM, mirror signal maneuver. Whenever you are approaching the junction or whatever you want to do, when you have options in the on the road, you need to check your mirrors accordingly and give signals accordingly. For example, if you are turning left, you check center mirror, left mirror, then you signal. Yeah. Then the next mistake that people are making during the test is not moving off safely. You must be able to move off safely while making the correct observations. For example, this includes when you move off from the side of the road, or on a slope or a hill, or also from behind a parked car. You should be able to see which way you are going. If you are moving into the right from the left side of the road, you need to make sure you check your center right and right blind spot, center mirror and right blind spot. And if you are moving from the right side onto the left side of the road, then you should be able to check center mirror, left mirror and left blind spot as your final checks before you move off. So the fourth mistake that people are making is incorrect positioning of the road on the road when you are turning at the junctions, or when you are driving on a normal position on a road, on a normal driving. You should be able to position the car correctly when you are turning right into or out of the junctions, and when you're turning right at the roundabout. For example, if you are turning right, you should be able to position your car near the left of center. The line that's in the middle of the road that separates the two lanes, you should be able to position a car closer to the line for the turning rights. And that's the correct way of turning right when you are taking right turns at the junctions. And the fifth mistake that people make is that they are not responding to the appropriately to the traffic lights and the traffic signs. Whenever you are approaching the traffic light, you must act correctly. The lights, including obeying the filters arrows, you must stop in the correct place and check that the road is clear before you proceed when the green light shows. Remember guys, when you are approaching a green traffic light, you need to ask yourself a question: how long is the traffic light been green for? Will it be still green when you get there? If it's green, continue. If it's changing into yellow, make sure it's safe for you to stop. And if it is safe, make sure you stop. And if it is not safe, you can carry on driving at the yellow traffic lights. So the sixth mistake that people make is not having the proper control over the steering wheel or when it's turning. You must be able to steer the steering wheel safely and control the car when you're taking the turns. You can control the car by keeping the car into appropriate speed at the junctions when you're turning, and give yourself appropriate time to steer the car. Steering too early or too late can mean you hit the curb, or you end up swinging out the car towards on the other side of the road, which is not very sensible when you are in the test. Then the seventh mistake that people make sometimes is the not responding properly to the traffic signs, like I just mentioned early on during the traffic light. You should be able to see the road signs. You should be able to tell the difference between the road signs and what they mean. And to be able to do that, the best place to look in is your highway code, or try the theory apps again before you go to the test. Go through the 3 questions, read the road signs. That's the best way of learning your road signs and remembering them. Then not responding to the road markings. Sometimes on the road there are clearly arrows on the road that will tell you which way you need to position your car depending on the side that you want to go to. For example, if it's the arrow turning left and you want to turn left, you need to position your car in the left lane where the arrow is pointing left. You can't go straight from that lane. That's what that means. Number 9, poor positioning on the road during your normal drive. Like I mentioned before, when you're positioning your car, you must be able to position the car correctly from your intended route. Stay in the middle of the marked lane and only change the lane when necessary. Don't keep moving sideways. Keep your car nice and steady in a straight position and hold the steering wheel at the same position. The car will continue in a straight line as long as you keep up with the speed limit. And the last one that mostly people that make the mistake is not driving at the safe and reasonable speed. Like I just mentioned before, whatever the speed limit is on the road, yes, is not a target, but you have to keep up with the speed limit to be able to drive safe.